It's week 1 of the NFL, and there's no love lost between these AFC North foes. It's the Antlers and the Pioneers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire year.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
Now a give on the ground. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff as they try to run it here. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Here's the punter now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Antlers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll look to set up the screen here. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. On comes the punter now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. Now a fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. Pioneers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That one incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Antlers offense ready to get back at it. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Going right, it's taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Look wide, get this one complete, and he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll look to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
To be a prolific passing offense in this league, you have to be able to both throw the ball from the pocket and you have to be able to operate and convert on 3rd downs. And they've really done both at a high level on this drive. And to no surprise, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Antlers. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Antlers have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. "7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Pioneers offense ready to see what they can do. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a toss, right side. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. 3rd and a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Tight end, the motion man to the right. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
First and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. Tight end going in motion here. He'll get this out to the left flat.
Complete to number 87. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
The Pioneers sending out their punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Antlers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. $15-yard pickup there, and that will be a 1st down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. The Antlers bringing out their punt team. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Pioneers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Ball start, offense.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Pioneers. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Antlers offense and their running back set to go once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Short pass, taken in by the tight end. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. The Pioneers send out their kick team as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Number 14. It's a gain of 10. First down, 8 yards.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. He'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Past midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. It's a touchdown. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll throw out of the gun. On the move past the 40. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. They'll look to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. As we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started across the Atlantic in the Irish capital of Dublin. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Shamrocks able to start the season off on the right foot as they get the win at home in their season opener. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun
Certainly
as you could hope for with both these teams in it
expect
to win
more
it.
of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Now they'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
A tight end in motion now. Up the middle they go. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
Pressure pressure, gets there, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
The Antlers bring on the punt team now. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They motion the slot man left. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a designed run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out.
Automatic 1st down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Following the penalty, they'll run it. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll try the right side this time. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Slot man in motion right. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. And they would continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
We're all set to kick this one away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work.
At their own 32-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion right. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And with the defenders biting on that hard play action, the tight end knows he's going to be open once he crosses that linebacker. All his quarterback has to do is get his hips turned around and deliver the ball on target, and it's an easy first down.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Slot man in motion left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Pioneers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Antlers offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he's just pushing guys out of the way. Powering forward for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. They motion the slot man left. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. Slot receiver headed right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He's going to air this one out. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Antlers. Greg, how often do we say it's a 1-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a 1-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Pioneers offense about ready to take over once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Motion man is the tight end going right. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Quickly to the outside and complete.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. He finds Bell. That's caught. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
They'll look to throw yet again. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Antlers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. We've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Right back to him on first down. Not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be packed?
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Back to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
We're about ready now for the punt. We forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Pioneers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. To the ground. He'll get it again. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Back to the ground after the penalty. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 12 on the play. It's now 3rd and 7.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no return on this quarterback. Set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to force overtime. Oh, he had the distance, but it clinks off the upright, no good. And the missed kick is going to cost them the game.
Well, that's just part of the game, unfortunately. You work hard to get yourself in position that you can tie it late with a field goal. But he just can't connect, and that's just a tough way to lose a game. There's no doubt about it.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.